But moving on, now Donald Trump is yet again pressuring Federal Reserve, this time demanding a bigger rate cut as the central bank meeting is underway. Now, in a fiery post, he said that lower rates would supercharge the housing market and warned that Fed Chair Jerome Powell against being too late when it comes to the rate cuts. In fact, the markets are also very closely watching as the Fed weighs balancing inflation control with political pressure. All eyes, of course, are going to be on the much-awaited FOMC meeting where the street is anticipating the first rate cut of 25 basis points this year. My colleague Varun Dubey is standing by to tell us what more the street is expecting. Varun, over to you.
Well, definitely the FOMC meeting would start today and the decision would come tomorrow night as per Indian Standard Time, and it will impact our market on the Thursday morning. But yes, people are expecting a rate cut this time. In fact, the Reuters poll of 107 economists, out of the 107 economists, 105 are actually expecting a 25 basis rate cut this time. If you look at the Jackson Hole Symposium, Jerome Powell was already dovish and people were expecting a rate cut in the month of September. But now the expectation of the rate cut has actually now inched up to around 100%, where people are expecting a 25 basis rate cut this time. And markets are also, anticipating or factoring in a 25 basis rate cut this time, because if you look at the US markets, they are inching towards the all-time high levels. In fact, this is not going to be the only time when you're going to see a rate cut. 60% of the respondents, that is 64 people out of the 107 economists, are actually expecting a 50 basis point rate cut but by the year end of 2025, that is the calendar year end. No doubt there are inflation issues which could, the inflation could actually inch up because of the tariffs, but also Fed will look at the unemployment data, which is actually rising on a month-on-month basis. So definitely there are issues with inflation, but the other economic data are actually suggesting towards a rate cut, not only now, but also towards the year end. In fact, there are also people who are expecting a total 75 basis point rate cut till the next year, and the overall Fed rate range would reach by around 3 to 3.25% from the current 4.25 to 4.5%. So not only this time, but yes, there are series of rate cuts which are coming. So after 2.5 years, that is January 2023 was the last time when Fed has rate cut. The next rate cut cycle of Fed will now start, with this time a 25 basis rate cut is given.
All right, so here's waiting out for the Fed rate cut that the entire street has been waiting for.